The Rosetta Stone was discovered in that little room over there by the French here in this area. Ancient inscriptions from ancient Egypt, the hieroglyphs. Hello from Rashid. Today we are exploring this little city. How beautiful, peaceful. I'm getting looks, probably because of the helmet. Just the fact that I'm wearing a helmet is weird. It's also where the other Nile branch lets out into the sea. Reading out to the Mediterranean. Amazing. Hello from Rashid. Today we are exploring this little city. It is home to where the Rosetta Stone was discovered, and it's also where the other Nile branch lets out into the sea. So we're on busy streets here, but we're gonna cruise up to the very top. We're gonna cruise up to the very top and look at where the Nile lets out. I have the bike. So let's go and see how the traffic is. Yalla bina. Let's go. Got a lot of tuk-tuks around here. So this is Rashid. Lots of little traffic around here. I need to go around you, bro. Excuse me. Yeah. Nice. So where we're going is like a 25-minute ride up. I'm not gonna make you like sit around for that whole ride, I am sure. But we'll at least show leaving the city or something. Yeah, happy to be here, out to explore. I don't know a whole lot about this city other than it was under, like, it has a lot of Ottoman architecture, but I think a lot of that was actually destroyed anyways. So we're just kind of doing a joyride and gonna see some sites like where the Rosetta Stone was found in the fort, where the Nile lets out into the sea. That's kind of like the plan for this this video, this day. So let's see what happens. Oh, no. Oh. And not need to be on 4th gear there. Well, I gotta let him go first. Oh, they're building a boat. The shipyard. Cool. Wow, this is a beautiful view of the Nile. Wow, people take the boats to the microbus. Interesting. So there's a ferry crossing there, it seems. Huh. I hope you guys like the riding tours, because that's all I'm doing lately. Just getting a look at the countryside here in the Nile Delta. Oh, it's so beautiful though, really. It's gorgeous. Ooh, these are some dusty roads. Tells me to take this way. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to do in Rashid, I think. So, I mean, I don't know what this video is going to consist of. Like, we'll look at the Nile real quick going into the sea. Of course, that's where we're going right now. And then we'll stop by the Citadel, which I hope they allow filming. There's a museum which I might go to, but probably won't be in the video because they don't ever allow filming in museums. And then yeah, that'll be our journey today, I guess. Do I look like obviously a girl? Because the kids seem to notice. I look over like, what's that? This is the spot to hang out, I guess. I wonder what little like village we're driving through right now. I would like to get around this tuk-tuk. My God, bro. I see. The roads are shitty. But I can't see ahead of this boy and his thing. Oh my God. Yes, now we've hit our real patch. Wow. So stunning. It's so green and perfect. Looks like something out of a postcard. Yeah, really gorgeous here. I almost want to like go drive through them. Should I? How are the roads down here? Any good? I just want to see what it's probably like someone's property, you know. But it just looks cool. Wow. Wonder how far back it goes. Wow. How beautiful, peaceful. Cool. Okay, let's get back on track, guys. I think actually I should back out this way. If I can. Wow. Yeah, it smells like flowers back here again. I like smelling the flowers. I could have gone deeper in, but I just wanted to sit amongst the trees for a moment. Now it smells like fish and smoke. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I can smell that sea air. It's noticeably cooler as well. Getting strong gusts of it. Here we are. the sea. Wow. This is where the Nile meets the sea, guys. You can see it. Look at this. So gorgeous. Wow. This is beautiful. God, it's cool having a motorcycle. It's so awesome that I can just go anywhere I want with it. I could have just gone deep into those grove of palm trees if I wanted. Cruise up here. Is there like a tourist fee or something? I don't know. No one stopped me or said anything, so I guess I'm just going. Wow, it opens up very wide here. Like you have the sea waves kind of coming in. Wow. I feel like this is already the Mediterranean Sea. It's so rough. But really, the mouth is there because there's land on either side. So let's get to the very top. It seems like it's blocked off by stones. Or can you drive through that? I'm kind of curious. Just see what is up here. There's like a military thing. Well, let's go through it. Huh? Oh, there's military. Hang on. Oh, I actually didn't even talk to him. I guess he just wanted me to turn around. He was like waving me away, like, go away. Not through here, dumbass. Okay, well, I guess this is it, like it right here. We can climb up on any one of these stones. So let's go do that. Yeah. Oh, I'm always nervous when I see guys. Yeah, wow. Look at that. Where the Nile meets the sea. Amazing. I'm actually glad I saw that military guy there now. Just paranoid about who God knows who these teens are. Yes, this is the Damietta branch leading out to the Mediterranean. So we've seen both of them now. Amazing. Alright, yalla bina. Let's get out of here. Alright, well, that was the Nile meeting the sea. The second branch for us. So we've now seen both Dumyot and Rashid branches of the Nile spilling out into the Mediterranean Sea. Really amazing. Yeah, I would have actually hung out there a little bit longer and filmed, and I was going to take my helmet off and film that way, but Nah, not with those group of guys there. They seemed like trouble. I was getting bad vibes. Like, I think they thought I was a guy, and then they started looking questioningly, and I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. I don't know. Not gonna give them a chance to crowd around me. You know, you had the military guy there, but still, it's just better to avoid situations. So, all right, now we are heading to the citadel of Qaitbay. Yes, it is the same name as the one in Alexandria because it was built by the same man, or like during his period. So, and that is where the Rosetta Stone was discovered. So let's go off and check that out and see what else the city has to offer. What a beautiful view, though. Gorgeous. Okay, we're 5 minutes away. Supposedly, it is somewhere in here. Just gotta go left eventually. I have no idea. Do people even visit this place? I mean, this is the directions, dude. That's crazy. Let's do it, I guess. It's this way or the other road. They're all probably quite similar. See a little bit of the village. I guess this is more exploring Rashid than anything else. Oh, hi, kitty. Hello, little boy. Cute. Cute kitty cat. Oh my god. Is this road even go through? Yes, it's just one of those twisting roads. You can see the traffic lines. Oh, nice. Little kids are so cute. Oh, that is an interesting looking tuk-tuk up there. Old school. Look at that. He's got his big megaphone on there to call for whatever he's selling or gathering. Oh, he's selling lettuce. And then we're down by the boats again. Okay, back to the quote-unquote main road. I mean, this isn't technically even Rashid. I don't know what kind of village, what the name of this village is. Ooh, very bumpy. Stay on first gear the whole time. getting looks. Probably because of the helmet. Just the fact that I'm wearing a helmet is weird. I think this might be it up here. This right here is the fort. So, how to get in? Gotta circle around. Okay, we have arrived. So let me park and we'll go inside.
The Qaitbay Fort of Rashid is a 550-year-old fort built around the year 1470. It was commissioned by the Mamluk Sultan Al-Ashraf Qaitbay, who also commissioned a similar-looking fort in Alexandria around the same time, the Qaitbay Fort of Alexandria. Although the fort in Alexandria is much larger, both forts were built because of their strategic significance. One to protect the harbor in Alexandria, Egypt's main gateway to the Mediterranean, and the other here in Rashid, to protect the Rashid branch of the Nile, a key inland waterway which is a pathway to Cairo and deeper parts of the country. This fort prevented enemy ships from sailing into the country and monitored and controlled trade and movements between the sea and river. This fort is also, of course, famously known to be the site of discovery for the Rosetta Stone, one of the most famous archaeological discoveries in the world, and the key to unlocking the meaning of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. With the same text written in 3 different scripts, ancient Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphs, scholars were finally able to use the already understood Greek to decipher the other 2, revealing that hieroglyphs were not just symbolic, but also phonetic. This breakthrough opened the door to reading and understanding thousands of years of ancient Egyptian history.
Alright guys, and we are back down inside the fort now. Up there you need to have permission, or not permission, but you need the guy to let you up there with his key. Here's a mosque. Also, if you want to go inside, you need the key. I didn't bother going in, to be honest, but I did go up and it's a nice view. And yeah, it's a very small fort. So like I said, it was built about 500 years ago or 550 years ago, around the same time as Alexandria, because it was commissioned by the same man. So yeah, the one in Alexandria is bigger, but this Fort Rashid, Qaitbay, was built for the same purpose, to guard the Nile at this entrance to the sea. And yeah, it's very quiet, it's peaceful. Let's go look at some ancient history. So actually, I think we need to go back in there. That's where they have some pharaonic inscriptions still written on there. So yeah, they call this, the French or English, I don't know, like it goes by several names. Fort Julian, or in Arabic, I mean, this is what I know it as, Fort Qaitbay, the one in Rashid, because like I said, another one in Alexandria. But the French came here with Napoleon, and the Rosetta Stone was discovered in 1799. It was used as a building block in this fort, faced downwards, so you know it wasn't even exposed to the hieroglyphs, but there are some that are exposed over here. So I went back in there as well, and this has It's just basically a room. There's some archways and some cannonball looking things, which I don't know what that's all about, but I think they dropped them on people that were attacking. They would drop these balls overhead, and then they also spilled boiling oil. I think that's what I understood him say. But there is oh my god, he showed me, now I've lost it. Here's one. So one block was exposed when they built this fort, just on the step of some ancient inscriptions from ancient Egypt, the hieroglyphs. I think it dates back to Ptolemaic times, but I really can't make out what it even says, or like what the images are. God knows what else is built into this fort, right? And then this is the other one. You literally can step on. It seems like there's it's really hard to make out. You can see Son of Ra, I know that, but I can't make out anything else. But let's go look at where the actual Rosetta Stone was discovered, or the Stone of Rashid. It's back over that way, so let's go. So near the entrance and just next to this beautiful tree, we have this area here. And this is where the Rosetta Stone was discovered. It is very dark back here, and there's not really anything to see, to be honest. But let me turn my flashlight on. So it was discovered here in this area, on the floor. I thought it was on the wall, but the guy who was unlocking everything, the gatekeeper, said no, it was discovered in this area here. So crazy. So, and I did understand that because I said fil ard, and I was like, I thought on the ground. I thought it was in the wall. But yeah, this is where it was discovered. Of course, it's not in Egypt anymore. It should be in Egypt, but it's at the British Museum in England, in London, of course, as so many amazing artifacts from around the world are. But yeah, the Rosetta Stone was discovered in that little room over there by the French in 1999 by just a French soldier. And I mean, like, they built this fort several hundred years before the discovery of the Rosetta Stone, and they just took the people living here at that time, you know, it was under Ottoman rule, I believe, but maybe, yeah, it was under Ottoman rule at that time. But it was a common practice throughout the ages in Egypt, where people would just take blocks from temples, ancient temples, ruins, whatever, and just use them to rebuild other structures that they were making, like this fort. In fact, I mean, I've spoken to tour guides and things that said, like, people, like, they've found ancient blocks from temples with hieroglyphs on them in like people's houses in villages. So it's like they're just like, oh, this looks like a good building for my house, and take it. So yeah, it's called spoila, by the way, like reusing these blocks over the ages, and it's a very common practice and happened a lot. But yeah, this is where the Rosetta Stone, which unlocked the hieroglyphs, our understanding of them was discovered. So it's pretty amazing. And I'm glad I was able to film in here. I really didn't think I was going to be able to, but it was approved. So yeah, a small little fort, not a whole lot to see, but it's cool to visit here and just imagine what it's been through over the ages. You know, it was built over 500 years ago. So, all right, guys, I think there's something outside he wanted to show me, so I'll go check that out, see if it's worth mentioning, and then we'll get going. I'll see you soon. All right, guys, so we are now leaving the fort. That was cool. That was a nice little stop to make after seeing the Nile meet the sea. It's there's not a whole lot more to the fort, though, you know. It is just like, this is where it was discovered, and I just wanted to see it since I was here. The thing that he wanted to show me outside, it was just kind of a declaration of when the fort was built, in Arabic, English, and French. So not much beyond that. Now, apparently, the museum that I was planning to visit is closed. So there's a Rosetta Stone museum. I really don't know what they would have in there anyhow. And I have usually not allowed to film inside museums. But I don't think I'm able to even visit it. Look at these little cats. I don't think I'm able to even visit the museum because the man at the fort there told me it's closed. 100% we understood each other there. I said like Mathaf fi Rashid, and he was like aywa bas. I think he said something about construction. I didn't understand that word, but I was like maqful, closed, and he said oh yeah. So I guess I can't even visit the museum. So but that's gonna conclude the vlog then, I guess. I mean, I just kind of wanted to cruise around. It's probably quite long because of all the driving that I did anyways. So I hope you enjoyed seeing little Rashid and the fort where the Rosetta Stone was discovered. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, give it a like, of course, and I will catch you on the next one. Ma salama.